Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1079th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 845,310 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number includes 1,240 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 18 tanks, 16 armored combat vehicles, 46 artillery systems, 2 multiple launch rocket systems, 2 air defense systems, 83 drones, 133 vehicles, and 2 pieces of special equipment. Mirage, 2,000 jets from France and F-16 jets from the Netherlands have arrived in Ukraine. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky continues to demonstrate his willingness to negotiate with Russia from a principled position that preserves Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity in the long run. Zelensky reiterated that the Ukrainian constitution bans Ukraine from holding elections during wartime, but that Ukraine remains committed to holding elections in accordance with Ukraine's constitution and laws after the war ends. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated on February 4 that Russian forces have suffered roughly 300,000 to 350,000 killed in action and roughly 600,000 to 700,000 wounded in action since the February 2022 start of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Ukrainian forces conducted a strike against an oil depot in Krasnodar Krai on the night of February 4 to 5 as a part of an ongoing strike campaign against Russian defense industrial enterprises and oil refineries. The Russian military continues efforts to restructure Russia's peacetime military administrative control over military services and is apparently disaggregating administrative control for Russia's Air Force and Navy from Russia's military districts. The Kremlin continues to prioritize domestic political stability over efforts to mitigate economic pressure and labor shortages. Ukraine and Russia conducted a 1-for-1 prisoner of war exchange on February 5. Russian forces recently advanced near Kupiansk, Toretsk, Pokrovsk, and Kurakov. Ukrainian forces recently advanced near Pokrovsk. In President Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, Ukraine marks 6 months of Kursk operation. President Zelensky honored Ukrainian soldiers for their role in the Kursk operation, bringing the war to Russian soil. He highlighted the capture of North Korean soldiers fighting for Russia, warning of growing threats to East Asia. Hundreds of Russian prisoners have been taken to secure the release of Ukrainians held in captivity. Secondly, strengthening Ukraine's air power. Ukraine's Air Force has been reinforced with French Mirage fighter jets and a new batch of F-16s from the Netherlands. Zelensky thanked President Macron and Dutch officials for their support, calling it a major step in enhancing Ukraine's military aviation capabilities. Lastly, support for displaced Ukrainians. Zelensky met with the president of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to discuss housing aid for millions of internally displaced Ukrainians. The government has been tasked with launching a clear and effective support program within 2 weeks. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.